Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know I absolutely love a review on a goalkeeper. Now, we've done an Alisson review, we've done a De Gea review last week, and obviously, they did really good. I appreciate the support on them, but basically, everyone came in, and I want to say this. For goalkeeper reviews, people come and they say, is he better than him? Is he better than him, right? I'll explain now. I actually, in my new pros and cons screen, we've actually added a better than and worse than column from my experience, right? So we've added that to the end screen, so if you want, now it'll be at the end. If you want to get your comparisons going, skip to the end if you want, to my end screen, see what I've gone with, right? But one thing I want to get straight with a goalkeeper. If a goalkeeper is bad for you, doesn't mean he'll be good for me. If he's bad for me, it doesn't mean he'll be good for you. Now, these three things I use to define a goalkeeper and what makes a goalkeeper quote-unquote meta in this game. Now, first of all, a goalkeeper could have some phenomenal stats, like Neuer, for example, and be really average in game. Now, the three things that I define a goalkeeper by is, number one, his diving animation. So basically, different goalies have your own unique diving animation. If it's like a less known name, like a low-rated goalie, chances are they'll just have the default diving animation. But for example, Alisson, De Gea, they've got their own diving animation. Neuer does. Icons have their own separate diving animation. So that's the first thing I look at, their diving animation. Second thing is their height, and I'm not just saying it because Neuer is 6'4", but in my opinion, 6'4" is the best possible height. The third thing I look at is player traits. Now, Neuer has got rushes out of goal, comes for crosses, and goalkeeper long throw. The other three traits that affect him in game, comes for crosses is a solid trait to have, long throw as well won't hurt, rushes out of goal, along with the 70 speed, is not going to be too bad at all. The only trait I think he is missing is the saves with the feet trait, but nonetheless, man, this looks like a relatively meta goalkeeper. Let's try him out in game, and let's see how he performs. Right, we do go 1-0 down there. Obviously, Neuer can't do anything. That's team of the season Ronaldo as well, if it makes you feel any better. Don't think any goalie in the game is saving that. Neuer is actually the first thing he's had to do, man. Obviously, as usual with a goalie review, we'll show you guys all the saves he makes across the next 2 or 3 games, but we will also show you all of the goals that he does concede, right? Because we could make any goalkeeper look insane if we just showed the saves. Last man. And hey, no worries for him. We'll dribble that, give it to Neuer. Neuer, he's got that speed to kind of get away from him, and he kicks that out. Under pressure, he does the job. That is also one of the pros with having a relatively fast goalkeeper. And Dicker, you know what? That's a massive, massive save. That is a massive save from Neuer, that. On bringing Neuer out. Neuer, you know what? I didn't even see that pass myself. Fair play. I didn't even see his Ronaldo there. Right, let's go, boys. Let's get into the second game. Now, the first game, we didn't actually have too much to do with Neuer, to be brutally honest. He made 1 save and he conceded, I believe, 2 goals. So, I mean, obviously, the goals that he conceded, there's nothing he could have done. The save he did make, though, was some relatively nice reflexes, but a standard save. Now, one thing I really want to test, and I loved this dude's FUT birthday card. His FUT birthday card, I liked the diving animation. The 6'4" is perfect. I liked the traits. And this card is basically the FUT birthday card, except better, isn't it? So, we'll just have to have a look. And obviously, like I said, I really enjoyed the FUT birthday card. If you guys want to have a look at the review on the FUT birthday card, then go ahead and check that out as well. It's also on the channel. And it's very, very similar to this card, right? It's only like, this card's only got like an extra few diving, an extra couple handling, etc, etc. So if you want to check out some more Neuer highlights, go check out the flashback review. Sorry, not the flashback, the FUT birthday review. What a save from Neuer. Cheeky little scorpion from my opponent's Kane there. Neuer getting that as well. Can we get it out? Go on, Thierry Henry win that. We can as well. That is a lovely save. And straight into Neuer's arms again. He's relatively fast as well. The 70 speed on him, it's not like 91 speed team of the season Alisson fast, but it is definitely more than good enough, especially for the rushing out of net trait. More than enough speed. Neuer, another save. Relatively standard save that time round, but still, it's good to know that he's not doing anything suspicious, like Headliner's Trap would. If you guys know, you know. When I did a review on Headliner's Trap, bro, someone would take a shot and he'll dive the wrong way, or he'll just flop to the ground. Headliner's Trap was very annoying. It's a great ball. Neuer again. Bro, my opponent's probably had like, what, 2 XG right now? My Neuer is just not conceding, is he? My opponent gets that header through. Absolutely love that. But this card is absolutely ridiculous so far, man. That is an absolutely ridiculous goal from Salah. Fair play. Fair play, man. Yeah, just over the line. Once again, no goalie saving that. No goalie is saving that. Neuer straight into Neuer's arms. There we go, boys. We're just going to kick that down. He's got some really good kicking about him as well. Some really good kicking. The first bounce actually entered my opponent's third. That is a phenomenal kick. Not again. Alright, Neuer catches out. I'm like, please not another banging finesse goal. Honestly, a phenomenal half from Neuer. This is probably the best individual performance I've had from a keeper in the first half. With both me and my opponent have had 3.3 expected goals, which is actually a crazy coincidence, but my opponent has had 3.3 expected goals and he's only scored 1. Same goes for me, which shows both of our goalkeepers are phenomenal. Neuer is having a game of his life right now. The scorpion kicks from Kane, I believe he had another, it was a finesse shot from Son or something like that. Obviously I know Salah's finesse shot went in, but it was a finesse shot from Son, something like that. Neuer just is pulling off these ridiculous saves, left, right and centre. Keeper straight to Neuer once again, straight into his hands. His handling is very good, by the way, because most keepers would actually have to hit that down first and it would take a bounce, but Neuer just straight up caught that. Because you would notice, a powerful shot straight at the keeper, most of them wouldn't be able to catch that straight away, so it's some nice handling. Neuer once again catches that. My opponent is trying to abuse the finesse shots, and I don't blame him, right, because they work. That's just a meta this year, isn't it? Long range finesse shots, but nah, Neuer, he ain't letting anything get past him at the minute. Neuer once again. It's just a constant, my opponent trying to finesse shot it and Neuer simply catching it. We're 2-1 up now as well. So this is going to be a very tense last 12 minutes here, plus added time. Well, we'll take our time. My opponent's not really going in for it, so we'll play that down. Straight to Jota's head. Unlucky Jota isn't quite tall enough to win that, but a little bit of time wasting from me there. Wasted a couple minutes with him. Neuer once again catching that. Put that down, I've got some time. Nice pass out. Neuer, it's just fitting. I think that's like his 5th catch, by the way. That's happened like 5 times, and my opponent tried to get a finesse shot through, and Neuer's just simply caught that. We will not complain. What a performance from Neuer. Oh my. That's the first time I've had it. That is the first time I've had a 10 out of 10 with Neuer. That is the first time I've had a 10 out of 10 with any goalkeeper, ever. I'm going to screenshot that. That's the first time I've had a 10 out of 10 performance from any goalie. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. That's the first time I've had a 10 out of 10 with any goalie. He saved 11 saves, 1 goal conceded, and a 92% save success rate. That is absolutely fantastic. It just sums up this card, man. I was going to say his reflexes, his diving, and his handling, all very, very good. We didn't actually have to test rushing him out too much, but I'd assume rushes out of goal, and obviously 70 speed would be quite good with him. But yeah, that's phenomenal. Getting on over to the pros and cons, lads. That was an absolutely fantastic performance from him, boys. Chemistry style, we are just going to go ahead and keep a basic on him. For the pros, we're going to go for 6'4", in my opinion, the ideal height for a goalkeeper. Not too short that he just kind of, you know, can't get the ball, and he's not too tall that he just flops to the ground. 93 diving, 95 handling, 96 kicking, 94 reflexes, and 95 positioning, all self-explanatory. We're going to chuck his pros under as a pro, we're going to chuck his traits under as a pro as well. It's not necessarily like a massive pro, but it is what it is. The one trait that he is missing is probably just his saves with feet, but other than that, rushes out of goal along with his 70 speed is going to be absolutely perfect. Now, as for the better than, so comparing him to other Bundesliga or German goalkeepers that would get similar links to him, better than, he is miles better than both Headliners Trap and Informed Sommer, and in my opinion, he's not worse than any Bundesliga goalie. He's the best Bundesliga goalkeeper in the game, and in my opinion, he might even be one of the best goalkeepers in the game. If he's dropping a 10 out of 10 performance, that does not happen too often. We're going to go ahead and give him a 9.6 out of 10. As I said, once he's good for me, doesn't mean he'll be bad for you, and if he's bad for you, does not mean he will be good for others, or it does not mean he'll be bad for others, right? Goalies are inconsistent. He'll have a poor game, then he'll have a banging game, but Neuer, he's got the height, he's got the traits, and he's got the stats, along with the diving animation. He's got all of the stats and necessary in-game performance-based stuff necessary to be deemed as a meta goalkeeper. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time.